We have with us Mr. Atul Chaturvedi, the Executive Chairman at Shree Renuka Sugars, joining us on the show. Mr. Chaturvedi, hi. Thanks so much for making time and speaking with us. First up, could you confirm to us this latest report about the UP SAP? Is it likely to happen? By when and by how much are we expecting the increase in prices?
As a matter of fact, we were expecting that some increase in SAP would happen because last year they did not increase anything. UP did not increase. And this being an election year, so this was very much on the cards. But what we are reading in the press and the media, that 25 rupees per quintal or 250 rupees a ton is going to be the price increase. That is going to be a little too steep. We were expecting the price increase could be in the region of about 15 rupees a quintal, but this increase would amount to something like 9 to 10% increase, which is reasonably significant. As far as the impact on the sugar prices are concerned, I think sugar prices worldwide are already on the boil. In fact, London is currently trading above $730, which translates into more about something like 60 or 61 rupees as far as Indian values are concerned. But Indian consumer is still insulated big time, because in our country, the sugar is still available at 36, 37 rupees or thereabouts. So I think going forward, we can expect some bounce as far as the domestic sugar values are concerned. That is bound to happen. Yeah.
Right. Mr. Chaturvedi, I mean, speculation right now, but would you have any idea on when the prices would be hiked?
No, this SAP would actually impact the new season crop. So it's not going to happen today. But in any case, we are towards the fag end of the crushing season of last year's, and the sugar availability gradually is going to keep coming down. And some impact of the strong international values is bound to get reflected in Indian values as well. So Indian values are inching up, but India is still adequately covered as far as sugar is concerned. So our consumers are actually in a happy situation. But I'm sure with everything on the boil, like vegetables and pulses and edible oil, and the world is reeling with climate issues like El Nino and all. So some impact was definitely going to come on the sugar values within the country as well.
Season, that could be a bit of a worrying point, the retail sugar prices inching higher. But so you talked about how India has been insulated so far, and what more the government is doing in that regard is probably putting some export curbs. It's been done for rice, it's been done for wheat, and there are reports talking about how there'll be a complete ban on exports for sugar for the coming year. Do you think this is likely to happen, or there would be at least some respite, maybe 5 million ton or 10 million ton, something that we will be able to export in the next year?
Well, last year, India exported close to about 6.3 million tons. And before that, we had exported more than 11 million tons. So whatever surplus, extra surplus was already there in the system, so that has practically got exhausted. So now we have quantities which are much more reasonable. And I see no reason why exports will get opened up, though the industry would continue to demand, because the price delta is huge. Internationally, it's available at 61 in India. So it's a huge opportunity. But if I were to talk from the side of the government, they would probably not looking at the consumer. They would be much rather not be interested in opening up of the exports. So exports, in my view, is going to be the first casualty. And if push comes to shove, and the crop in Karnataka and Maharashtra really looks bad, then we could see ethanol play also getting affected a bit. But having said that, we feel that ethanol prices need to be hiked upwards, at least minimum 4 to 5 rupees a liter. Otherwise, next year we would see more and more cane juice getting diverted into sugar, and ethanol program getting marginally affected. So I think that's a call which the government will have to take in the due course in the next couple of months. basis how things pan out as far as Maharashtra and Karnataka is concerned, UP sugar scenario looks to be quite all right. Absolutely no problems as far as UP is concerned. Yeah.
Chaturvedi, for joining us today and putting in perspective how the entire sector dynamics are shaping up, whether it's export, whether it's ethanol, and what the retail prices are likely to be. Appreciate your time on the show today.